Hello, 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 hello. I think we are all on. And I believe we will be going to space today. It's pretty exciting. So, what's happening? There's special projects area over here has completed landing pad. Launch. What is that? A cargo rocket silo. It completed a couple of the standard satellite silos, and I have just left it lying around. Maybe it'll spit out a satellite. Up here we have, this is kind of ugly and redundant, so we'll just forget that ever existed. But we have a little factory here producing life support facilities, which we will need, and the fancy thruster suit, which all it needs now is the life support equipment that we're going to put in. So zooming back a little bit, this is the facility here. Over here we have piped in rocket fuel, low density frames, rocket computer things, and thermal whatever that is, heat shielding. Elsewhere on the map, I've tapped a little bit of iron. I have, so the glass got set up. I think we did that last time, didn't we? Over here, I set up a little impromptu, what are these things, accumulator project, because I think I will need some. I definitely need some for satellites, and I might need some for later on tech. And what else is going on? This is, I think, a new steel facility. Just a copy of the other one, so nothing really that exciting, but handy. And over in here, I jammed in a little solar panel because it had all the resources here except for glass. So a little solar panel production facility. And wow, these things use essentially three belts full speed of green material. Like you can see, it barely stacks up. That's not a lot of factories to use so many green circuits, but hey, it is what it is. Elsewhere, made a little causeway over here and threw in a stone mine and a replication of the glass. So that's good. Again, like, that's a lot of stone, and it's essentially nearly full tilt through here. I mean, maybe I could squeeze in another line, but maybe not. And this is yeah, just a lot of glass coming out. Yeah, so that's been the progress. Pretty excited by it. A lot of things are backed up. LTN is incredibly happy, like it wants glass. There's quite a high demand of glass, but we have a lot. And there's copper demand out there, but again, we have a lot. So I think, there's a lot in shipping. This is looking really stable. So, really what the job is now is to get in and start launching stuff. So I put down a little marker here for the center of the map. Because what I think I'll do is I'll put down the first satellite launcher, like, it's not quite square, is it? Yeah, I'll put it down. Well, there you go. That's where it'll go. Brilliant. And now I need to pump it full of things. I notionally could have a couple of these running, but I don't really see the point. Like, do I see the point? Kind of debating. I'm interested in your thoughts if you're out there. Is there much point in running a couple of these? I mean, maybe. There is actually quite a lot of stuff out there to explore. So I could put down two. Wouldn't hurt. I promptly lose it whenever I'm just going to go get the other one. I'll go get the other one from the machinery over here. It probably wouldn't hurt. It'd be a bit of a resource drain, but not the end of the world. And that's fine. So, resourcey satellite-y thing, and then we just pump it full of all of these things. Just put one there, and one there, and we'll put like a little old one of you right there. Maybe we'll just swish it off all the way over here until we hit power. That was great. And yeah, you guys, we'll give you these. We'll give you the speed boosts, bonk, and you the other ones. So I'm really enjoying just how sort of well developed the factory feels right now. Like we're really not short of anything. And that's unusual, I find, in Factorio. I always do that. It's unusual in Factorio. Oh, it's too... It's like one square too big, isn't it? Stupid headed thing. Oh, that's alright. We will... How much can this actually absorb? At a shot. Oh, that's okay. Actually, what I'll do is I will switch these over. I want to keep it vaguely neat. No. Okay, so it won't be vaguely neat. Fine. They were only here, weren't they? So we'll try and just do that. Okay, so auto launch is turned off. That's that. Simple. More from over here. So fuel. And I think the actual cargo rockets, which is what we're going to move towards, will also require a lot of this stuff, but I don't really know because I have not played with those before. So I'm kind of looking forward to seeing that. I mean, I think we just kind of want to be a mirror. We I think do have the resources to we do potentially have the resources to pull that off. Oh, it's not quite the same. That's okay. I will probably fix that off here because it would be nice to have some kind of symmetry, and I'm going to fix it right now because it bugs the heck out of me. Come here, you. So once we get the satellites up, we start to see what's out and about in space, which will be awesome. That looks all right. That looks kind of cool for a given value of cool. Rocket controlly pieces to control our rocket. What are we going to do? Just go in this way and... Yeah. And another one that goes... I don't know where that's going to go, but it's going to be cute. And of course that's wrong, because why would you do it the right way the first time, right? Always has to be the wrong way the second time. Or the first time. Usually the third time you get it right. Okay. Always do that. There's something funky about the way I control belts sometimes, but bang. Okay, those are going to go in. What should we do with you? Maybe on these ones we'll just have them... And just chuck a splitter in. And yeah, something like that will probably do the trick. And if we just delete some of this stuff here, and I flip, no, rotate, flip. Yeah, okay, yeah, it's daft game. Yeah, I see what you're going for there, game. We do actually need to power this. Here would make slightly more sense, and we'll adjust the stuff behind us. It's always vitally important to get everything looking pretty, or what the heck's the point? And that also works better for this anyway. Sure, that'll do. Alright, cool. Ooh, turn on my jump pack. Whoosh, 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 whoosh. So that's looking pretty sweet. That will come over. And this will be the final one. Okay, cool. Well, we need power. Okay, this is the final one here, which is all the frames. I'm going to be like smart this time and start from here. And then I'll figure out where it hits over here. So the first one hits like that, and then the second one will be like that. I mean, that looks quite cute, if you ask me. Like, it's not... Yeah, it's not common to have like a pretty rocket setup, I would say. That's about as pretty as I think I can get it. Factories should be adorable. Alright. Out go the frames. These are going to start building pretty quick. So it seems likely we're always going to have at least one rocket spare, which is awesome. And put that in inventory. What does this even need? Glass and fuel. There should actually be those things somewhere. Like, look, there's fuel. I can just go pick some up myself. Oh, don't throw it all in the bin. No, what do you want? You did want the fuel. No. Stop taking it from me. Alright, there you go. So now we're waiting on his glass for the next satellite, which I actually might go get, because otherwise it's going to bug me. And then we'll have another satellite ready to go and we can see what pops out when we hit space. So we'll just zip across the map here. It's interesting seeing our kind of legacy builds. If you haven't seen the map before, that's the map. There's little labels on everything showing what it is. So yeah, if you're curious, you can always ask me in chat if you want to know what any of this stuff is. Let's see how much glass we can take out of here. I want to take, whoops, 1, 2, 3, 4 from one side, and actually it's from the back. I need to keep it relatively even. 1, 2, 3, 4, or things will get just horribly backlogged. So that's fine. I'm pretty soon, when I end up building a mall, I will pull in around the edges of a grid, probably around the edges of 2 grids, to be honest. I'll pull in all the major components: plate, metal, steel, chips of various colors, glass, brick, concrete, the whole lot, and they'll all sit in available chests, in buffer chests actually is my plan. And then when they're in the buffer chests, they will be available through requester chests to the mall to build. Okay, let's grab that other satellite. I kind of want to see maybe 2 go up. Yep, they're going to build. Okay, we've got a satellite. We've got our beautiful rockets. Let's get ready. It's been a while. We have been waiting. Lefty firsty. The rocket is ready. The satellite is in it. No, what's wrong? Oh, it's ready to go, that's why. Oh, we're going to have a little fly and join it. Look, we're going to try and come with you. Yes, so beautiful. It's a big trident-headed rocket. Fly to space. Oh. Yay, we discovered things. Universe Explorer and Navis Orbit. There's useful stuff up there. Navigation, satellite uplink, view the other worlds. Satellite display, Agri. Oh, new planet, Agni. Lovely. Let's have a look. Ahaha. Universe, what are you? Oh. What are you, universe? Let's have a look. So we have the sun. Don't need to view the surface of the sun. Oh no. Okay, that's okay. Caldas orbit, so that we don't have to worry about. Universe Explorer. Apparently, there's 1500% solar energy production up there. I'm just gonna delete surface, like we don't need to view that. Agni. Ooh, this is an interesting one. A planet in orbit, so that's fine. We're in Narvis. We've got a neighboring planet. What is it telling us about it? Robot interference due to wind. I don't know. Zero threat. Nice. Waterless, which is a shame. It has a ton of vulcanite though, so that's kind of cool. View surface. Apparently it's daytime there, or nighttime by the looks of it. There are cliffs, but copper, 9 million vulcanite. There's lots of good stuff up there. Nice. And an Agni orbit. It's an orbit, there's nothing there. Fine. Alright, good stuff. And what else have we got? Just going to trim these. Oh, do I want to trim these services? Yeah, we don't need to look at them. Agni orbit, we can delete that one. Narvis, that's where we are. And Narvis orbit, we want to view this because there is a platform. There's a little space platform waiting for us, and I know that because I'm a nerd and I did some reading. And in there is a science lab and 500 rocket science packs and some basic stuff. Space manufacturing, materials, vulcanite, there's space belt, scaffold, there is a cryo gun and ammo and a Tesla gun and a fish, water barrels, and heavy oil and lubricant barrels, and what is this? Construction pylons, which I don't know what they are, space capsules to get home, landing pads, delivery cannon chest, and solar panels. Fantastic. And if I press the N button, I can just quickly get around. And if I view the star map, I can see... I have to go to this. Okay, so there's... Well, it looks pretty sweet. There's the sun. Learn something about it. There's Agni, which should be... Oh, yeah, slightly closer, so it's got a bit more solar. And there's our world Novus and interstellar map. Oh, okay. Wow, we're so far from that stuff. All right, that's brilliant. The good news is I can chuck another satellite in here and continue just to, launch stuff. And this one, of course, is already built. Oh, it's got satellite telemetry. That's good. We want that stuff. That's science-related things. Hooray. It's going to pick up more stuff every time. Celia. Really? Why haven't we got... Oh, I know. I should probably do that, if I want them to request anything. That's really daft of me. So, Celia, wow, choice. What am I going to do with all this stuff? So let's pop back over here. And I'm going to put down the other rocket thing while we fiddle around with whatever this was. So Celia is a moon. Oh, it's a moon of Novus. Cool. So it's not as far away. Falling meteors will bring biter nests. It's raining biters. Okay. The very low threat. That's fine. Does a ton of oil. Vitamelange. Don't know what that is really. And a little bit of everything else. No, I don't want to scan it. I just want to view the surface. What do we got here? Oh, I see. Here it comes. Okay. Deserts. Pleasant world by the looks of it. oil, copper, as expected, stone. Yeah. Yeah. So actually, back to the Universe Explorer. Let's delete that. Deleting the surface reduces the sort of the impact on the save game. Oh. Let me have a look. Any of you out there chit-chatting? Nope. So that's pretty cool. I do, however, want to put down the other system, which I don't think we are really ready for. So there's two things I want to grab from here. I want to grab one of these, the landing pads. I want to grab one of the cargo rocket bays. And I want to see if we've managed to complete... No, we haven't done that yet. Oh, we've got to build these other pods. How many hours have I got in this game? This particular game? Way too many. Way too many. But in the overall game in Factorio, heaps, a lot. I like Factorio quite a bit. Oh, I'm in the way. Okay, well that's kind of cute. We'll put that one in the middle. Bonk. And over nearby, we will put, maybe just up here, we'll put the landing pad for when we come back. And if we come back, if we survive, I think that seems about right. Now, needs a space capsule. Rocket cargo sections, liquid rocket fuel cargo. So the liquid rocket fuel is going to get, yeah, that's the stuff we need. It gets made out of that using fuel refineries, I believe. Liquid rocket fuel. There's the pipe in. Is that right? If I... Oh, I see there's pipes in here as well. So I can just do that from the side. Which is exactly what I will do. And I will probably do a couple of these just to make life a little faster and easier. So something like... Not quite, I think. Oh, of course I haven't seen the recipe. Okay, it's all the wrong way around. Fine, game. Middle, middle, middle. And so how much do they... Oh, can we give them productivity modules? Can do. And how much... Oh, we'll put a beacon. Yeah, I mean, it doesn't really seem to make a difference to the other machine, but that's fine. And cool. So how quickly are you making stuff? 74 per second. Actually, not as much as I'd hoped. 4,000 a minute. No, we want more than that. You're gonna bring belt up here. So, and oh, I guess we actually could take that one out. And if we went through here somewhere, we would pull in there, there, put a beacon in the middle, and then see what we're looking at. Wham! So now we're looking at hopefully something more reasonable. It's consuming So 44,000 a minute, that's every minute it basically fills it, uses 12 per second. That's pretty reasonable. That's not too bad. Sort of want to draw evenly on here. So we need to actually put in the right balancer or everything will get a bit weird and stuff will back up in strange ways. So 4 to 3. 4 to 3 balancer. Okay, fine. Oh, actually I probably could have rotated that, but never mind. What are we doing? We'll sort this out as we... Oh, stuff just falling off the belt. Went around the corner so fast, everything fell off. And, no, middle, I think. And all the way over. Let's do that in the middle of them. Yeah, that's working. Are they all happy? Yeah, they're all happy. Good. Except for all of this backed up stuff. So where are we trying to go? Novice orbit. Yeah, so we're set for Novice orbit. We need 100 cargo rocket pod sections. Oof. I've got to make those. And we need the actual rocket pod itself. Again, that's a thing. Okay, yes, game. Sure, I know. Can I just dump all of the spare fuel in here? And I'll take a satellite, please. And we'll just go and get that launched and see what else it picks up. And every time it does, I think we're getting more of this. Yeah, we're getting more of this sciencey stuff. Ahoy, launch, minion. Good. More rocket fuel coming in. I'm curious to see if the base can sustain all of this. I would like to think it can. Oops. What did I... Oh, hang on. Oh, I just set things on fire. Just fired my flamethrower. Stupid. My card has been discovered. That's looking fine. More science is out there. Let's get rid of some of this back into the network. And okay, this building. Yeah, I mean these are just that's way overkill probably. Inventory full? No, I think we've got it, haven't we? It was just yeah. So universe, we now have Makart, which is also a moon of Novus. It has a ton of stone, erudite, and what was 17% threat. Doesn't really seem any reason to go there. And then in orbit, just an orbit. So we can ignore that one for now. What am I going to do with all this rocket sciencey stuff that I've got on me? So the satellite telemetry, of which I have a bunch, needs to go to space, basically. And with it, what else? And it needs to be made in a space manufactory, the science pack. So the science pack itself, yeah, I've got to take them up to space. What a pain. I am going to drop them into, I should. Yeah, I probably should have figured out a really simple way of extracting these, but oh well. I will just we'll just do a little rearranging here, and okay, game, fine. Let's empty things out. Oh, actually, what I'll do to start with is we'll put down a little chest just over here. And we will drop all of that spacey science in it. That'll make life a little easier. Clean up this, have a little outbound system to collect a bit of science when it comes. Do we want like a big... No, do we want like a big buffer chest? I mean, sure. Why not? And you need... want a drone port around you somewhere. Can we just go for... Can't quite fit it in here. Just stick it... I might stick it one each side because this is going to be a highly trafficked area. So, yeah, that makes sense. That makes a lot of sense. That buffer chest can have all of these. That stuff and half of the fuel. Yeah, that's good. That is sweet as. And over here, just want to keep an eye out. Do we have any more? What are we missing? Low density structures. Fine, there's some in the network somewhere. I'm relatively sure of it. So, the next thing to worry about, arguably, which I'm going to do down here, is down here, is our life support systems. So we need to set up a life support facility. Just looking at the map, around there works. What we're going to work backwards. So we want 2 life support canisters, which are from coal and water. Yep. But to do that well, we need an empty life support canister. We need blue. That's a pain. And for the empty life support canisters, what do we even need for that? Manufacturing. Holy. A secure canister becomes an empty life support canister. Wow. That's a lot of stuff. Looks kind of dwarfed. No, we want you to be a secure canister, and we'll put a requester box over here. See if this works. So how it's going to work is, let me have a put the power on so I can see this without it complaining quite so much. Come here. All right, so we're going to make an empty life support canister. And one of the byproducts of this might be scrap, by the looks of it, which would be a pain. So we make an empty life support canister. Nice. The empty life support, so the secure canister plus blue chips. Okay, 3 blue chips, sure. Becomes a life support canister. The life support canister requires coal, and the other canister, oops, right click, left click. Don't need that. We will need coal, and then the whole thing spits out here into a provided chest. And we will need some water in the back, so we'll use our little water hack, because there is nothing worse than trying to route water across a massive map. It is the pits, and no one likes it. So that'd be water, coal, empty. It's going to produce, so 6. It's going to produce 2 of those, and I'll need those for my suit. I also need to make those, which are again their whole own kettle of fish, which I think I'll just put kind of adorably close there, really. Left click, right click. Oh, I've got to set a recipe. Right, all of that stuff will go in here, and again we'll spit it out here. Alright, so that's an important suit component. Should all be there. That's way more than enough. The engines are coming in. I have a whole massive factory that makes those. The coal will be out there somewhere, so I just trust that's going to work. That's going to work. And because this is our beautiful build, this is our beautiful manly production corner of factoriness, that makes no sense whatsoever. We're going to put down apparently very little stuff just to make it look pretty and remind us where we are. Put in a little couple of lights. I don't know, just yeah, why not? 2 of those there. That looks nice. Okay, cool. Life support system, do your job. What are you missing? A whole bunch of stuff that will be out there. It will be out there. It's just a matter of finding it. Fuel refinery, life support. I can probably say to you to go away now. Don't need you ever again. Yeah, turn on that. Okay, cool. It was heat shielding and low density, wasn't it? So let's grab some heat shielding. That's probably plenty. And then we'll grab some low density frames. And go check on the satellites. Got to keep launching satellites. Got to keep finding this stuff. Yeah, again, that's probably plenty. And I am going to pretty soon have to pipe these in so that they're available to the requester bots. But that might wait till after we get to space. It's them done. Another 100. Yeah, it's just coal, and there's heaps of coal out there. And you need those. Okay, there's heaps there. So what are you waiting for? Copper? Okay. And you just need coal. Right, you can take all of my low density, and you can take all of the other one. That. And now we'll just back off and wait and check out the satellites while we wait for that. Yeah, do we have any more? What are you missing? Oh, low density frames. Oh, maybe I'll steal some from the other box. Shouldn't be doing this. This should be a job done by robots. But at this point in space exploration, my robots are not super efficient. They don't have a high carry capacity, so this kind of job becomes really difficult if you do it yourself, or you don't do it yourself. Now, what do I need? I need to put 100 of... Oh, I need to make a pod. Again, I feel like that should be a special projects box. I'm just waiting on that. That one we don't need anymore. So we should put that down as a pod. And it's all of those. We can put some in here. What else do you want? You want pipes. You want crummy factories. We actually do have some out there. The low density we have out there as well. Yeah, that I think will be fine. Now, how are you going, satellite? Yes, thank you. Oh, 2. We will take them. Why am I piled up with red chips all of a sudden? Not sure. Put them in a box here. Red chips and steel. Oh, it's because the other stuff got dumped out. I know we need those. that. Do we actually need 100 factories right now? No, we do not. So we will have to prune this down, but that will probably come with some logistic management, because when we get our thruster suit, we're going to be preparing to go to space. All right, take a satellite. Should we do a double launch? And you launch. Oh, you launch. Oh, God. Don't put me on mission control duties. Up there you go. Whee! Whoosh! To space with you, my minions. Wow. Sandro, sorry. And Snick. There's a Snick in space. So that's where we are. We've got Novus orbit, we've got a Celia moon, a Celia orbit, Nankada orbit, another moon. With tons of iron ore, waterless and high threat. Doesn't seem very exciting. Sandro orbit, another planet, Snick, crude oil, again, not the most interesting. That's such a great view. I think this is a relatively recent addition, and it just looks awesome. So yeah, I'm still not that enthused by what I'm seeing up there. But we do have to worry more about the production of these parts. Do we have anything yet in these systems? Coal. I cannot believe that coal would be in any way a problem. Look, I mean, there's just literally a box of it right here. So what I might do is pull some out. That would make sense, right? Pull it out and stick it in a buffer chest. And we'll take about that much. And meanwhile, I'll take one of those and I'll take one of those. And we will come up here. Who needed it? You needed it, so take 50. You needed it. I guess it's like the carbon for filtering, right? You didn't need it, and you... What are we waiting on you for? What are you waiting? You're waiting on copper, really? Alright, well this is good. At least we get this done, and we can go stick it in the suit. One... is all that required. It's a cool looking factory, by the way. Very nice job, game. Oh, look, here we go. They already started making the suit. In that case, I don't know why I have that. What's it even for? Oh, increases support efficiency. If it's all non-space efficient space is hard, won't work in space. Okay. No, hang on. I don't want lots of them. I'm just going to put that down. I want one. Okay, so let's come back to our home pad. I need to put down a little box because I'm a bit worried that we are going to overload stuff. Oh, I should put the concrete down. We can get rid of that at least. Concreting. It's all about the concrete. Looks great, and might run a few bricks around the edge. Always looks good, a little trim, and then we'll see if we can figure out how this thruster suit works. I haven't got any hazard concrete on me. Very disappointing. One of the things I quite like is how the water gets a nice little... I don't know if you can see it, but that little pond-like icon and look, that looks really sweet to me. I'm a simple person, simple tastes, I guess. So, copper, that's just phenomenally weird to me, that you don't have any. I don't know if you really need more, but okay, that's fine. Let's go, glass? Take glass. Just leave that there for now. Alright, so our happy little life support production facility is up and running. Take the dirt, take all of this stuff. I actually have a mod which somewhere in here. Oh, to do low density frames, done. Rocket computers, done. And automate rocket fuel, done. Okay, I have a mod which will help help me manage all of this random stuff. Rocket control units, what are they doing here? I shall put them in the supply chest and don't really need to carry them. Okay, let's have a look at the life support is efficient. Life support efficiency 300%. Awesome. I can't fly around yet though. That's the only downside. And we don't. Oh, we don't have any. Come on. Somewhere there is an enormous pile of copper. Oh, I'm actually flying. Oh, I didn't even know I could. I guess it is called a thruster suit for a reason. Now we're moving a bit quicker. I don't have any of the drone ports on me though, so where is my copper manufactory? You should have figured that out before I took off halfway across the map. Oh, up. Okay. So I'll go pick up some copper and just do this little job manually because I want to see what the life support is like. No, it's nice to be moving quick. But I'm going to need more than that for space. So I need to have a little think about what I want for space. Now, I don't really need like... I mean, I probably do need some leg moving stuff. But I also need to figure out the logistics for having multiple suits. And 400 probably enough. Yeah, we'll say so. Okay, so open information. Oh, I'm just going to save that for another time. That's not fair to inflict on you guys. I really need to figure that one out myself. And do we have the pod being made? That's the other big question. Not sure. Okay, so get down here to the copper zoom manufactory. That's all good and all good. You're going to make containers. I never brought my stuff with me, so we'll have to do that in time. How much scrap do we make? I think each one of these is if you stuff up. Secure canister. And it needs 6 of them. Okay, let's grab some. Let's grab a beacon or something. And accelerate things a little bit. Pick it up. Pick it up, boys. We want a bit faster progress than this because we haven't got all day. Well, we probably kind of do have all day, but we're going to pretend we don't. So I could, for example, lift some things out of here. But, I'll probably make a whole separate set of armor. What I'd love is like a personalized container, like a locker. That'd be a cool mod. What are we waiting on here? Empty life support canister. Oh, you're waiting for... Okay. Are you really waiting for 30 blue? Really? Okay, well here comes more. Wow, you're just doing it one at a time kind of thing. Oh, what can go in here? No, only speed and efficiency. I don't care about efficiency. Oh, of course, this should be a filter inserter. What am I doing? So, filter inserter, and you should only take scrap, and I should put this into here. Okay, that's just daft. There has to be some more blue stuff around here somewhere. Got a lot of stone. I guess that's fine. Okay. Somewhere. What are we going to use you for now? Okay, actually just Get rid of all of that. Now you can go back to being a storage container. And the pod, I understand why you're very low priority. Well, here we go. We'll help out a little bit. Have we got any more at all? No. Deeply disappointing game. Well, we have some rocket computery things, so we'll put them over here in the pod. I don't think it needs any more. Oh no, it did. Apparently it wanted some. How many does it need? Okay, it needs a lot. Solar panels and accumulators can do that too, I think, actually, from here. Solar panels, accumulators. Let's go chuck them in the box. Chuck them in the box. Solar panels, accumulators. You happy now? A little bit happier. Alright, we can probably leave the rest for now. So, we have a life support container. Oh, 14 of them. Now down to 13 and 1 empty. Alright, that's fine. Suit 5 inventory. Oh, okay. Suit life support drain is 5, and if I add one of these, 640, and I've got an hour 20 in space, so whoa, okay, 16. Would that be plenty? 8 minutes, that's fine. And I should put these back here and stop it producing like the world's largest amount of stuff. Likewise you. And what I also realize I need now is use life support canister. So you can, I need to grab one of these. You can put the used life support canisters back into the system. Where did I leave you, factory? Yeah, okay, I'm just going to hit Control C, Control V, and we'll see if one turns up. Because, yeah, I mean, this really doesn't need to be an endless loop. 4, 13, I mean, I'm going to get them refreshed. So I think I'll have, like, dirty canisters come in here and just dump upwards into there. Probably makes, here we come. Thank you, game. I knew they were somewhere. So, oh yeah, it just cleans. And then it makes an empty life support canister. Yeah, that works. So we'll just pipes. Pipe. I need iron? Okay. Right, well, I know what this part can... it's too distant. Oh, well, we can just do it like this. Just for coherency. And we'll have it just pop out and go down through there. And we will, of course, need to trim this once we get some more brick. Oh, there's some pipe, isn't there? Okay. No underground, though. Alright, that's, I guess, fine. How weird. So, is there any metal lying around? What are you missing? Frames? Okay. Frames, iron, to make underground. Okay. Low density. What's bugging me is that these, I'm pretty sure, like if I look in the network, we actually don't have any low density frames in the network. How peculiar. Alright, that explains that. We can solve that another time. And if I put this in, boink. So actually one of the nice things I'll be able to do about this is put in a requester chest. Right here. No. Right here and use it to request for the dirty life support things. Wherever they are. Oh my god, where are they? No. Come on. Oh, damaged ship control console. No, we don't have any of that stuff yet. None of that. Ah, used life support canister. Alright, so in fact request it from everywhere, because they'll go in there, they'll get cleaned, and then they'll spit them back into here, and then when they're in here they'll get fixed and then chucked back into here. I'll take some of that with me just in case. That's fine. Like, I don't think we realistically need a lot of these canisters. It'll just fill up, and this will fill up, and that's all fine. That's more than enough of those, I would say. I wouldn't mind some brick and stuff, but for now what I crave is low density frames. So I'm just going to set up a little taker over here. If we just take off the splitter and put into a requester chest, that should hopefully keep things relatively balanced. And here, yeah, look, they're coming to grab it all. Nice. And what if I do heat? It's like not a huge amount. And I think I'll do the same over here. If I just grab it from the splitter, I'm hoping it won't... Oh, of course I'm not wearing the right boots. I hope it won't cause too many issues. Actually, we will switch back to our other suit. Boink. Put that away. Okay. Oh, what suit are we wearing? That's just our Power Armor Mark II. Yeah. So we will do that much easier. Actually, I don't really... That's got to be it. And over here, we will set this up better eventually for an actual mall. But just to get going to space, I think this will do. Wee, we're flying. So happy times. I can now turn all this off. I can also tell the game that I don't wish to ever have dirty canisters. There we go. And I can say that I would always like to have like a stack of life support canisters at best. Alright, good. Now, where are my bricks? Oh, there they are. Alright, game. You're one. You're just grabbing me. I mean, that looks quite pretty in its own way, doesn't it? I wouldn't say it's the nicest thing I've ever seen, but I don't know, has a little certain something about it. Okay, it's not even symmetrical, but that's fine. Sometimes beauty is a little off-center. Making. That's all full. Okay, I'm quite happy with that. Hey there, Matthias. Wow, 2-minute mods. That's so long ago. You're very brave. I have been a bit idle in the YouTube world, but I do enjoy me some Factorio. Heat shielding, that should... Oh, I know what I need to do. We need to do the same thing for the rocket fuel. Over here. Put in a little provider. Just a teensy-weensy one. Just a little smidgen of a provider chest there. Just to help the old little bots get on with their job. Oh, look at them following me around. Leave me alone. Oh, satellites. Kill. Do I really need that many? Probably not. That'll do. Let's go launch 2 more rockets. My Factorio world is insane, so I'm using the mod Space Exploration, and the only way I can get to this scale is to use city blocks. So if you're interested, I'll just talk through that for those who haven't seen it while these launch. Okay. 2 more rockets, and look at them go. Beautiful. And they're going to go discover new stuff for us. Off they fly. And then we'll fill up with rocket science. And actually, I need to make sure that we have all of the rockety science in here, and I will take out those. Can't do that yet. Alright, so basically this is my world, and I'm using the space exploration mod, which adds just a whole bunch of really cool stuff. I highly recommend it. Really, really fun. So this is how we started, which was a kind of a small jump starter base, and then I just built essentially a mall down here. There's a lot of repetition, which is kind of dumb. I should have built a belt of green chips. I should have built a belt of engines, but I just have them all being made individually. Basic science was all done here. Nuclear reactors, everything I would need. So in here is systems to make just about everything. And then even some of the old factories are in here. You might see a few white ones around the original ones. All the way down to the last thing I put in here was some blue belts and stuff. So that was that. And then I started laying out a grid, which you can see here. It's a rail system. So I designed the grid first, which was this original square, made it snap to grid. I can fit at any time. If I want to unload from, here, I just go bonk, and then it just snaps in. I'm using the LTN transport mod, which allows you to use train stations like requester chests and provider chests for drones. So it makes life really easy. And then if I want to add more, so, let's have a look. Oh, that looks like a good pile of copper. I just go, expand my grid. This grid has roboports evenly spaced and all of that. So I just go, you know what? Just go that way. Bonk. And then my drones, in theory, will go out and build it. But they're very, very slow. So I might actually Control Z that, because they're not very good. And in space exploration, there's a limit on the drones that you can have based on tech. So I have, the 2,600 drones. It's actually dropping because they crash into each other, and I can only handle up to 3,000 total drones at a time. But what I have got is I've gone and just built things in a very modular way. So for example, let's start with a simple one. Here's a mine, the large space exploration stuff here. It feeds these, and they make brick. Brick's really important in space exploration. It goes into a station. If I go across to a green chip build, here's green chips. They use bricks for reasons. It's a space exploration thing. It brings in copper. It brings in more copper. And then I spit out a steady stream of green. And then if I want to go use green, it goes everywhere. But in particular, of course, it goes to red along with plastic. So each one of these grids essentially handles one piece of the production puzzle, sometimes two. Here's purple science, which is an abomination, and I feel embarrassed about. And look, they still haven't upgraded it. Oh wow, okay, dumb game. And down here is, I'm very proud of my very pretty science build. The only problem with it is that I can't use it anymore. All my future science has to take place in space. So I spent ages lining this up and making it look so pretty. And I did about 3 researches with it, and now everything else needs to go to space. So I mean, I could learn artillery, but I've turned off biters for this. Actually, do I need artillery? No. I could learn the next tier of swarm safety to increase the number of drones I can have. I don't know, it don't really seem worthwhile. These are really things that I want to work into ASAP. But I don't have the science packs. And then there's just insane. See, like normally at this point of the game, you'd have about maybe this many more text to do before you hit infinity. But like, yeah, there's a fair number of texts to do. And yeah, there's quite a process to get there. So what else is on this? There's some like machine builds to just build lubricant, bring in crude oil, turn it into lubricant. using a heavy oil recipe and a bit of petroleum. I'm quite pleased with this one. This is quite cute. Oh, there's a bunch of steel. And in space exploration, beacons, your stuff can only have one beacon at a time. But as you can see, the beacon has 8 modules in it. So it's a little bit easier to handle rather than trying to jam beacons in everywhere, which gets really boring. My favorite build is probably this one here. I've got an exact duplicate of this nearly for rocket control units. So you can see stuff comes down, it's double loaded, it gets split, so it feeds, and then on the inner belt is, I don't have to belt weave. It's kind of a poor man's version of belt weaving, and I just like how it's kind of very symmetrical, and it has 4 ingredients. But kind of more annoying than that one is the rocket control units, because they have 5 ingredients. Where did I build that? Here. So this is 5 ingredients coming in, which is super annoying. So 4 on one side and then 1 down the middle. What are we short of? Station, what are you not providing us? Iron? Really? That's a surprise to me. What does LTN reckon? Oh, we've got iron in transit. 345,000 iron is available. But none of it wants to go here. Oh, there's something. So I'm looking at the signals. LTN should be signaling. I haven't set. Oh my god, such a dummy. Why have I not set that? I've got to go fix that. So we'll leave that for a second. Yeah, so that's what happens. Oh, do we have a launch here? Oh, we do. Okay, fine. We'll look at the map in a second as well. You never got this advanced? No, well, I mean, a lot of this is modded, to be fair. So this whole new cargo system, a bunch of other bits and bobs are all modded. These large containers are all modded. However, if you break up the problem into chunks, like little systems that feed each other, that are kind of standalone, it's not too bad. Okay, guys, you're all just going to go out. All my drones are off to do some upgrading to a system I don't use. Okay, that's fine. And so for example, you know, this is a chunk that makes, yeah, the thermal heat shielding, right? So if I ever wanted more of it, I just copy it and paste that grid down. And I don't even barely need to touch it. I just leave it as a blueprint, plop it down, job done. I now have all I could want, which is cool. Okay, it's down here a bit. And so, you know, I have a few grid squares that are empty. Oh, I have a stacker, so the little squiggly sections you can see. Oh, and I've left a mod on that turns train trails on. So this here's a stacker, and it's a depot, and under LTN mod, trains go to depot between jobs and wait for the next job to be added to the system. I don't know if that's actually iron. No, it's glass. It is iron. Why? How did this even get fed before it lost the ability to have iron? So this is the stations. LTN stations are a little different. They're cabled in to these chests typically. And I'm going to tell it that what I want is there's a negative number of plate that I want. 76,800. Oh, okay. It was cabled in. Now the light's yellow, so there's a train on its way, which is cool. Super spaghetti. Yeah, I mean, have you seen how? Yeah, the modular approach works really well. Once you get to the end of being able to handle a bus. So have you seen buses? You familiar with that? There are this particular style of city block is by a guy called D Gray on YouTube. There's another guy called Nilaus who does quite a cool city block, but his is very foot based, and he jams in trains around the edges. And I just decided I want everything train fed because it makes it really easy. Like I can be like, oh, this is delayed. There's not enough iron. Okay, so go to the map, find an iron patch, put in an iron mine, out to a station, find another area. Put in a copy and paste my smelter, bang, and it's just done. You know, that's all you have to do. So right now, where is that train? Oh, 2 of them. So because the station is using LTN, I know that 2 trains are due to use this station. and they're going to try and start loading it up now. And I've got an absolute ton of iron, so here it goes. Flow, flow, flow. So yeah, this was a real bugger to try and build, because 5 inputs for a single product is completely difficult at times. But this little output, so I can fit the beacon in. So in the middle here is just these, undergrounds, but then this here goes out around this way and then side loads into this. So all the output actually comes right up this way. I mean, I could load it through the middle as well with long arm inserters, but they can sometimes not be fast enough depending on what you're making. To be fair, on rocket control units, they would be fast enough because they take 30 seconds to make. But some systems, they're just so slow or so quick that the red arms aren't fast enough. And you're trying to jam in beacon range as well. That can be really painful. What are you telling me you've got? Oh, 3,000. You already had a fair amount of rocket control. Okay, so that's fine and happy and good. I had a job to do, which was, to look at space. What have we got? We've got... No, I don't want that one first. I want this one. Was that another world? Oh, we've got Abaddon, which is, I think, one of the things we picked up. So we have Sneck, and we have Sneck Orbit, which we know about. We have Abaddon, which is boring, Abaddon Orbit, and Sandro, was that the new one? It's waterless, threatening, with some boring stuff. And we had Sandro Orbit. So, Ormaktat. Now, these worlds are looking a little lame so far. Oh, this is what you get if you're core mining there. Primary resource. I mean, those are boring, but this stuff is really good. So Vulcanite's really handy. I actually have a Vulcanite smelter, which I'll show you. That's one of the latest things. The gay train. Yeah, I'm going to remove that comment. They are very rainbow trains. They're fun. You can set them to be the color of the things that are contained in them, but in my case, most of the trains are flying around white colored, which was boring. So I was like, nah, I have cool rainbow trains. So that's Train Trails mod, and it just looks fun. So if we come up here, this is so space exploration, once you get it moving, you don't need to build as big a base as you would otherwise. So this is smelting with beacons that uses vulcanite blocks to manufacture copper. And if I look at it with the rate mod, it pulls in 120 ore and produces double that in copper plates. So it's twice as efficient as normal mining if you're using vulcanite and all those beacons. That's just a massive boost. Really, really good. Oh, I'll show you the core mining, which is a whole thing that you won't have in vanilla as well. This is a more normal setup. I don't have vulcanite block production for my steel. In fact, there isn't a recipe for steel vulcanite, but that's all fine. We don't complain too much. The purple science here was a complete pain in my bum. It's the only piece of science that's actually on the grid. The rest of it is built into the original home base, which at some point I'll tear up. This is core mining. So you're ripping chunks out of the planet, which are these big chunks going down the belt here. And then they have to be pulverized. And what comes out is like iron, copper, stone, coal, and some vulcanite, as well as some liquid. So there's a little bit of crude oil gets built up, and I've got that on a priority to send it to the network, because otherwise things back up and the whole system stops. There's also water gets spat out, but that's kind of steady state if I boil it and use the steam for some very slow steam turbines. I probably don't even need that many, to be perfectly frank. Yeah, like it's just very small amounts of steam come off because you actually get steam and you use water cooking the crushed vulcanite into washed vulcanite, and the washed vulcanite then gets manufactured into vulcanite blocks. So yeah, it's a whole thing, but it's kind of fun. I built too much factory, so all of this needs to be torn out, and this is just a giant weird filtering system to filter the streams of materials coming off the pulverizers, which again, pulverizers, space exploration. So let's go have a look and see if we got any progress on the pods. Yes, those are all fine. I'm kind of annoyed I haven't had any of this built out by the guys. I need to go check what's going on there. So I'm so dumb. I hadn't actually set the requesters in. So that was silly. You can go in there. Have some... I don't actually know why I'm set to carry solar panels. Oh, it was for nuclear power. So I'm going to just remove that. I don't need solar panels. Somewhere on my base, something is making solar panels. I've got a whole machine that does it. So we will get a pod. And I'm just going to zip up here to set things, set the hazard, and then we're going to figure out how to build the rest of that cargo rocket, because a cargo rocket's how the player moves around. And it sort of goes somewhere and then it crashes. Later on you get to actually build spaceships, which is pretty funny, I think. Oh, here we go. Hazard. Why are you not... No one in the network is coming to pick this up and use it. Is you somehow not in the network? Let's have a look. You're not in the network, so okay. The orange must touch and overlap, or we won't, or the system doesn't believe we're in the same network. All right, now, oops, now I can see the orange overlap, so the drones know they can get there and get back safely. The green is the build range, the orange is the logistics range, and so off they go. All right, so what we need to do is build cargo rocket bits, which, let's go look at our rockety pods. Do I want to give this... No, if I set a requester chest here and told it to request satellites, could I load it from there? Oh, that's annoying. Not quite. That's a pain. Oh, we'll just leave it there for now. Did it actually bring one over? Are we going to launch? Oh, heck. I might not actually be launching with a satellite. Did I put one in? Did the system... They might get nothing... We might get nothing from them. I have to watch now. That could have been a bit of a waste. Okay, I think that was an enormous waste. That's a shame. Alright, we have to wait. Okay, that is annoying. Good to know. So we need to make a certain set of parts, and what are they? They are, I mean, that's the thing that would be kind of fun as well, delivery cannon. So I might set up one of those in my special production area, my special projects grid over here, which again is, it's kind of not all fully aligned properly. It still slightly bugs me, but I'm just trying to let it go. It's really hard to tell on the blueprint where everything should be, like there or there. I think there. No, I think there. And maybe not. We'll put that there, and you, we're going to make you the delivery cannon. No, just get rid of that. No, okay, whatevs. Right click, left click. Have you got it set properly? Yep. And we want like 2 of them, maybe 3. So that's that special project, and we need to have a landing spot. I don't know where this is meant. We'll just say it goes there. And you need to be the delivery landing thing. Get rid of those. It's already going to start bringing them. I know it. Is that what it is? Yeah, it's actually not a bad one. And put that. And then we'll have another one because we actually need the ammo. And maybe maybe at some point I'll try and make these properly, but my hunch is you just don't need to do this very often. And oh, we don't actually make explosives anywhere. Haven't been necessary so far. But this will serve as a good reminder of what we can and can't do. Oh, I should have used one of these. I've got a spare one down here. So, oh, you're actually relatively close to building what we're looking for. All right, logistics are on. What was I actually trying to look for? I was looking for a part. There it is. Cargo rocket section. We make 3 of those things. So cargo rocket pod and cargo fuel tank. We can make all of those. And, oh, fast inserters. Iron plates, advanced circuits. Yeah, we can make those. And in fact, I will just use factory planner. Rocket cargoes, rocket sections. How many do we want to make a minute? That's the big question. We want to make a certain number of these a minute. We want to make, I want to say 50 using the normal recipe. So that's not too bad. That's really easy. And we need to make those. We need to make those. We need to make those. 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 Those. Is it getting this right? Oh, it's already factored that in by the looks of it. And what I can do is set productivity. Can I just... Oh, I wish I could set that as a default, maybe. Actually, can I even set productivity on those? 57? I don't believe that. So if I have one beacon... this amount of beacons that will be affected by 1. And it's going to take speed 3. So in theory I can work with something like this. But this, I usually try and figure it out a little bit on my own. The pumps, that's fine. The pipes, we will need a bunch. Okay, it's figured that out already. Control right click, control right click. Really? Is that all? To make 114? So that's quite a... that's a lot of stuff. That's a lot of stuff. That's going to be basically a whole build, I suspect. Just get that. This stuff's fine, but the amount of bits and bobs we need for the cargo pods and cargo rocket fuel tanks is a little extreme. Alright, minions, where have you been? Oh, they've been doing the upgrading and they've finally made it back. Wow. Do we have... Oh, we've got in our inventory we've got these guys. So let's have a look. Is it loaded? Yes. Launch that. No, it's not loaded. Launch. I think we will just put one. There's no nice inline place to put it. I'm just going to put it here and we're going to pretend that it isn't a problem. Right, that's fine, that's fine. Rose, Nike. Rose and Nike. Alright, they're great names. Rose and Nike. So Nike has Holmanite. Cool. Not much threat. And not as much solar, but it's not too bad. It must have water. Okay. And Rose has Vita Melange and Biter Meteors. So we have to make sure Meteor Defense is perfect for that. But that's okay. We have the big gunny things. Oops. Rose and Nike. Alright, cool. Still pretty much just the local systems. We haven't gone beyond that yet. But that's alright. Cargo rocket sections. And then cargo. So this is the amount of space of stuff we get to take up. But I actually need to now consider where to put... Oh, here we go. Up comes another rocket. I need to think about where to put this build. It should be nearby. I'm looking... No. I can fix this up. It should be nearby. And I could clear this. That way there's quite a short distance to travel. Over here is too crowded with other systems. Got a rocket. Cool. Got a rocket. Sweet. Off you go. I'm quite pleased how much we can just burn the rockets out. And we are fine. There's a whole bunch of stuff in transit, but nothing is in high demand. We're not backed up on anything. We could pretty much infinitely launch rockets. Tinnivitus, I like, and Pinium. Oh, they're just little worlds. Okay, so Biter Meteors, Vita Melange, fine, and Pinium, waterless with a ton of coal. These are not interesting worlds. We will probably auto-launch with cargo from now on. And I will go and grab from the rock, what are we crushing? Need more stuff. I need more room for stuff. Don't need those. Actually, probably don't need any trains right now. Actually, I'll just drop some on the network just in case. So I'll get a network diagram going and then we'll clear our train requirements. Blueprint for trains. Meow. Bonk. Game. Oh, okay, fine. Just don't bother. Just you do your own thing then. It's not like I needed you to help. Drones. I think a couple of liquid wagons probably are helpful. And I just engage the LTN network by just doing that. And now it will take off. Okay, that goes there. And another couple of wagons. LTN, go to the depot. Start. And... Okay. That one's already set from the blueprint. And actually, I think I'll just take this away and set these down to 0. Get rid of them. I need space in my inventory for a ton of soil because we're going to reclaim half the blimmin' planet. Got tons of those. Don't need any pump jacks right now. Yep, get out of here. Pulverizers, can't remember. I won't need any of those. Fuel, I won't need. Get out. Okay. Train tracks, won't need. So, where were we? We're going down to the rock crushing over here, actually. Wee rainbow trains. I have some accumulators. Occasionally, there are coronal discharges which burn through your world. Where the heck am I going? Oh, up there. They fire down these kind of laser hot beams. Yeah, have a look. Watch some tutorials and stuff. But yeah, I had all those accumulators to try and provide the charge for that big building near my home base that does the defense. Why did I even come here? Oh, dirt. That's right. There is a ton of landfill in here. So turn it off. Turn off. No, don't take it. I want it. Oh yeah, we want less factories as well. Every stack counts. Factories. Where? Ah. Oh, actually, no, we're going to need them all right now. No, I need those to... what can I get rid of? Probably get rid of those. Just because we aren't going to be building out for a while. We're going to be building in. Likewise those. Alright, no. Give it back. And then that. Oh, drones. Just leave me alone. Okay, 4,000 should be plenty. Let's go fill in this lake. Look at them all. They're so eager for me to go to space. Lake, where are you? Here. No. Yeah, here. Nice. Yeah, I mean, the thing to do with Factorio is a couple of mods. I'd get the squeak through mod and watch a few videos on just some other tips. Squeak throughs just allows, and also Afraid of the Dark, maybe if you just don't like how dark it gets at night. Those are good starts. And then from there, you just want to learn how to make big smelter rows, learn how to make a bus, and how to space everything out. Spacing everything out is so incredibly vital. You always need about twice as much space as you think you do. Landfill time. And that way, as you sort of develop tech, you can kind of replace things, you can backfill, you can switch over to different styles. Oh, Palto, a new planet. Oh, right, we're already out of dirt. God. Let's have a look at the Universe Explorer. I actually prefer this, that one. Ooh, look at that. There's the asteroid belt, which is full of beryl and uranium and stuff. And then, oh look, we've got the planet Charon, which is full of copper and not much threat. And then it has a moon, Fornax, no threat, full of erudite. Cool. Low on solar energy though. And then Palto, got Bitometeors, Vitamelange, and a whole other belt with a lot of iron ore in it. Wow. Yeah, that's cool. This makes me think there might be some moons on Agni, but we'll see. That's awesome. Game. You should tear all this out. This isn't in use anymore. And that. And all of that. And that. Oh no, that can stay. Never mind. Yes, that'll be okay. It's not going to be very clean, but that's fine. Oh, while you're here, you might as well tear this out, drones. Okay, cool. We need dirt. Go get some more. That 4,000 went pretty damn quick. And I'm not sure about Factory Planner. I think that's got the right... Oh, actually, one of the things is the logistic network is providing... I had spun off some smaller motors, I thought. So that system, I might go and check it out, because then I don't have to build everything in one grid. I can just ship in the motors. So this needs... Yeah, there's a couple of places that needs motors. I could just get them shipped in. But the total ingredients, I've got that. Per minute, 50 per minute. It's actually pretty low. Yeah, I'm not sure I trust that calculator 100%. That's quite a cool mod, the Factory Planner. But I kind of use Rate Calculator more. 3,400, sweet. And it's kind of a job of just, sometimes I just work backwards. I just put down the factories I think I need, and then I see how much they say they want, put down the things to make those, see how much they want, and so on and so forth. Where am I going? Going in the right direction? Good. but I think we're hitting a bit of a good steady state, which is really pleasing. I haven't actually been there, I'd say ever. I had a bigger game the last time I played with more stuff, more grid, just to try and get the most science up, but it became a real slog just to get the resources from the game, just to get the minerals out of the ground and to fight the biters off. So I turned biters off on this world because it's just, I find them annoying. I don't find they add much at this point once you know what you're doing. They just slow things down. And they also slow the game down itself while they're spawning and moving around. It's just more maths. Alright, so I can lay down the grid, bonk, and drones will eventually fly in and build most of it. Get rid of this. I've got this planner just to get rid of all the rocks and trees. Got my flamethrower if I get really bored. Just take it. And now we can sit here. Oh look, there's a bit of... Oh, actually, copy paste and patch that hole. Alright, so game. Drones. Oh, a new planet. Zubia. Cool. Iron. Oh dear. I'm actually looking for a frozen planet. I really want one which has not iron, some kind of icy thing. What is this? Not beryl. Water ice? No, it's some super frozen stuff. Maybe it'll pop up eventually. We can just leave that for now. Let's exit that map. So, what are my drones even doing? The yellow ones are flying around, ripping trees down. There's not that many of them. The other ones are... Oh, so here comes some constructors. They're the yellow ones. Everything's looking really, really quiet. I think one of the big drains on the system was producing modules. So this is a big stack to produce 1, 2, and then level 3 modules. But that's just enormously backed up. It's all done. Science isn't doing any sciencing. But you know what? I might actually do a little bit, because we're going to have to travel soon. So we want to at least get some of these really basic ones done. Let's have a look at the actual labs. Look at them go. So these are all mostly drone fed right now. This one's train fed, but the rest of them are drone. So we might burn through a few of those sciences. Okay, so factory planner reckoned it would take 8.4. So let's say... let's go for 10. Artillery? Really, I just use lasers. Lasers in defense is fine. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 10. And this is obviously not a proper build, but we do this to make sure that things will work. Oh yeah, you are going to make... Not unpacking. Packing and unpacking. No, you're going to make cargo rocket sections. We have to give all of you power. Or it actually... I think sometimes the maths doesn't work if you don't give them power. Which is... oh, actually cool. These are productivity modules. Or which is really annoying for the calculator to do that, but that's fine. So shooting speed 1, shooting speed 2, just going to crank away. There's thousands of backed up science per minute. 59. So rate calculator was about right. Now what we need is a machine to make... Okay, cool. Science. Just want to go up some of this tree a little bit. Once it gets to 4 or 5, you don't really have any trouble from biters anymore. Nope. Come here. So you need per second, like 1 per second. So we need 45 per minute. Is 10 enough? I mean, I could always build them vertically, so I can just layer in stacks of them. So we need to produce 45 cargo pods and 45 rocket fuel tanks. So let's try. What did Factory Planner reckon that was? 50. That can't be right. So we have to do 8. Just one? And I'm imagining this is the same. 8 of those. 7. Okay. Oh, of course, because I said there's going to be 8. 7 and 7. So, alright, more of this. No, I don't want that one. I want the lasers. If we did 8 and 8. Oh, of course, we got that wrong. Oh, drones. Can you do some of this for me? No, of course not. Why would they come here and... Yeah, guys. Why would they come here and bother themselves with such mundanities? The problem is that the drones... I need to take these out. The drones are from elsewhere in the base have decided that they should come and do these jobs, and they'll walk halfway around the map to do it. And see, now that the drones aren't really able to reach this region, the guys here will do it themselves. Which I wish they would somehow change. It is such an annoying thing. Closest should do it. We need those, and this one needs to be those. And in theory, this should overproduce. Oh, and if we don't give it power, there will be bad maths. Sure. So what are we looking at now? Now you do this. Producing slightly more than we need. Just going to put that there with its own thing like that. Are we under or over now? Oh, we're still... So we can go a little bit more. So that's 10, 14. Producing 83 a minute. No, that's a bit too much. That's actually way too much. Sorry, I'm doing this really quick. What I'm looking for is, am I producing enough of these? And it says net rate is negative, so no, I would not be. 11 is an awkward number. I'd be slightly more on one and slightly less on the other. Oh, that's... These don't have the productivity modules in them. Now what does it look like? Equally slightly under. Alright, so let's get rid of that. I think that's fine. If we can't do 50, that enough, yeah, that's fine. Alright, so... that was Factory Planner again was fairly right. These are going to be... No, we don't need productivity modules there at all, but one of these and 8 of those. So 0.1. Okay. 0.1, 0.3. So again, these are all just going to be like really simple. Okay, energy weapons 3, tiny. 4. Effects is shooting speeds. Yeah, okay. So what do these need? Storage tanks and pipes. So this is when I would now go, okay, so what do we got here? We need to make 36 pumps. Come down here, set this as pumps. And I mean, I can probably trust Factory Planner, but I sort of like doing it this way, to be perfectly frank. Oh, before we finish, we should go and look at the look at our cannon, see if our cannon got made. I'm looking for a thing and I can't see it with my eyeballs. Pump. Wait. It must be here. There it is. So that will have... just put it there. Is that enough? Ugh. Like, it should produce quite a few. Apparently it produces vast quantities of them. Is that what it reckons down here as well? Yeah, so it does. So one pump is plenty. The single pump will require some small electric motors. So yeah, maybe we just trust Factory Planner and use that. Do we need... I think some of the tech has suddenly propelled itself into higher tiers that I can't access just yet. That's okay. So Factory Planner reckons we will need one machine to make... So this is a really simple chain of 1 to 1 to 1. Burner to yellow to blue. But it's kind of annoying because the ingredients change quite a bit. Likewise, iron to storage to small electric pipe. These are all one factory build, like one item. So in theory, this could all be a single vertical, like a vertical stack. I think that's the plan, and it's probably something that I will mess around with off air. And what I would hope to do is to get just like a nice causal chain of handover, 1 to 1 to 1 to 1, stuff down the side, and then these, then those. And these, what do they require? How many ingredients they require? How hard is it to fit everything in? 5 ingredients, of course they do. So that's a bit of a pain, but we know how to do 5 ingredients. We've done that before. So we can almost set that up first, because that's a very, very simple vertical build. The rest of them are a little bit more of a pain. Oh, they're going off to do their job. Stupid drones. Alright, do we have... Oh, actually, that was a power... Ooh. Ooh. Okay, rocket taken off. Do we have nuclear power that's working? Yes. Yes. Do I need another nuclear power station? That's fine. That's also fine. These draw a lot of power, don't they? 640% more power because of the speed boost on them. I might take that out. 4.7, 5.1. Is this drawing the power? I don't know. I think it's just all the builds. Oh, it's the science labs we've turned on. Put that back. I think we'll have to put a nuclear power station. But what I have to do for that, thankfully, is just plot the blueprint down, which I will probably chuck over here. The nuclear fuel production is just up here. So we try and keep things fairly close. What are we looking at in the star map now? Ooh. A new star, Aphorus. Calipo. Cryonite. That's what I'm looking for. That's 0% in cryonite. That's nice. I think cryonite's... I don't know why, but I believe it's quite important. Hink, Shul, Holomite. Vitamelange, Iridite, and... Yes, alright, awesome. That's some nice stuff. Tech. Now the tech has stopped. Is power. Yeah. This is all gone back up. It's just the science. Alright, get out of here. So, science. We I think I'll grab artillery. What is this? I don't want to build it. I'm not going to need it. I'm just going to use lasers. And eventually you just get technology to remove all the biters from the alien world altogether. You just poison them all from space, which is not very nice, but, you know, biters, screw them. So, oh, here we go. Delivery. Oh, wow. Okay. Let's... Oh no, did we do the wrong one here? Oh no, there's the... Oh, there's the module. So what we have is cannons. I'm going to take 4 with us. I don't know why. And I'm going to take 4 of these as well. Let's go see what they look like when we set them up. Zoom, zoom, zoom. Over to our space center over here. So the cannons are pretty sweet. They are designed for firing. This is real concepts. Who knows if they would work in the real world. These are designed for firing stuff to other worlds. Pop it here for now. And I want to probably have enough space for that between them. Oh, let's just do something like that. That looks cool. Yeah. And maybe we'll put one of these in the middle and send it. Oh, I don't know, something like that. Oh, can I get a longer? Yeah. So ideally, we want to set these on their own pad as well. New star, cool. I might check that out too in a sec. Okay, well that was all about brick. So these guys, you can tell them what you want to send. Say you want to send brick somewhere. And I don't know what this does. You put a pod in, you load it up with the material you want, and it builds the pod. And then you set where you want it to go. Oh no, okay. Okay, how do I clear that? No, not this one. I don't know how to clear that. I'm just going to pick that up. And put it back down again. Solve that problem. So you set what you want it to send, and then you give it a cannon and it fires it, which is sweet. And here is where we could receive stuff in theory. So this is like a capsule catcher device, I guess you could say. And that's going to need a lot of hazard concrete around it, isn't it, if you think about it? It's like, don't come here. Eventually, don't come here, you're going to get hit by shells from another entire planet. So that's that. And they end up, I think, as containers. Yeah, and you just unload them, which is cool. Very cool. But let's have a look at the star map. That's what we were going to look at. So where do we... Oh, here we go. It was... So we've come down here, star map. A forest. Don't know anything about it. Calmia. So I believe these are all worlds or planets that we will eventually be able to send ships to and build colonies on and do all that stuff. Wow, which is pretty awesome. But I think for now, 5 of you watching, my goodness, it's a miracle. For now, what I really need to do is to turn on personal logistics, is to take the time to try and figure out the cargo pod, fuel pod production system. And that's going to take a fair bit of head scratching, and I don't think it's super interesting. So that's the start here. I'll probably do that offline. We'll have a stack, a vertical stack of kind of 5 and 5 producing, well, one of them producing the sections, and then up here and over here have them producing the pods, and then further up the top we will be producing inserters, engines, and small electric motors. Now, hang on a sec. Where is... I've got some motor production already. Here. Ah. Yes, so there is, in theory, a whole... Yeah, I'm going to set up... Do I have room? I've used all my station slots on this one, so no, I don't. Unless I got really weird and cheeky and stuck in a second station there. It might look a bit weird. Now, I think we're going to have to set up a whole separate thing just to make a stack of these. But Factory Planner reckons that, like, it's not going to be that much. So how many total factories is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And then we're in about 10, 22, 14, 36. I think we can fit that in a single vertical stack. Yeah, that'll be fine. We can fit them in here. So I'm going to figure that out offline. Thanks all for watching. If you want to scroll back, you can see us messing around with some of the space stuff, getting our first space launch, which was really cool fun. And as well, I've done a bit of an overview of the whole base and what's happened so far. So in the next episode, with luck, we should actually go to space. We've got our thruster suit, we have our spaceport, we have tons of rocket fuel, we have all the other parts we need. We just need to crack on and do it. So yeah, that's going to be awesome. Until then, I've been Tiny Pirate. Thanks for watching. Good night.